everyone, it is Mrs. P. I am here to do my budget. This is going to be our last week of January's budget. Things are pretty tight, but we are hanging in there. We've got some stuff coming in this week that should help with our budget, because otherwise we probably wouldn't have had enough to make all of our bills, all of our payments, and that would have been, all we would have had to do was just pull from our emergency fund or whatever, but that is not what we want to do. So I've got to be more conscientious of our bills next month so that I don't put too much into savings and savings challenges so that we end up like this, because the only thing that's saving us this week is my husband has a side gig. So that is very helpful, but those are they're few and far between. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I am filming this on Tuesday. I took a sick day from school today. I do not feel good. I haven't felt good pretty much all weekend. Yesterday was a day off from school because of Martin Luther King Day, and I just had the worst headache, and I have not had like a migraine since I was pregnant with my daughter, which she's 14, so it's been a long time. So this has been my best friend. I have drank so many of these Propel waters. I hope they're not terrible for me. I'm trying to get the electrolytes, because I know that when I get dehydrated, I have really bad muscle cramps, so I want to get rid of that. Plus staying hydrated just for the headache itself. It's been pretty rough. But anyway, I am on the mend, and I think I'll be okay for school tomorrow. But I wanted to go ahead and get as much of my budget done as I could so that I don't have to worry about that, and I can just go lay in the bed and rest. So, with that said, I'm going to zoom you in. CapCut has come back on. I have anxiously checked the app at least once an hour, and it's finally back on. As you know, I am a creature of habit, and my daughter finally taught me how to do editing on CapCut, and learning a new program, even though they're very similar, was just too much. I didn't like it, so I'm glad to see that is back. So this is going to be for January 23rd through the 29th, and I am using my Sharpie S-Gel pen. This is not my favorite, but the erasable pens, I use those for my drafts, but they just don't write that great. Sometimes they take a while to get going, and I don't know. So anyway, we are expecting rollover. I have not done my check-in yet, because we are still waiting on a few things to come through, but we are expecting around $959. My husband's income, Mr. P, and look, I'm already skipping. It's probably from the lotion on my hand. Around 1,000. He did get plenty of hours last week, so it should be 1,000. And then other, and this is a side hustle kind of thing, is 550. And so our total income should be 2,509. All right, so for bills this week, we've got our power bill is around 360. I do anticipate next month's power bill being through the roof. If not higher than 500, very close to it, because we have had so many cold days, and with electric heat, when it drops below a certain temperature, the auxiliary heat kicks in, and that stuff just completely burns through the electricity. So then we've got Verizon, which I'm getting really tired of the Verizon bills. I don't know. It just seems like it just keeps kind of creeping up. I need to check into that. We do have a lot of phone plans on there, but I just hate paying that much for cell. Even though they're not all mine, we've got 7 lines. It's just still a lot. All right, then we've got Apple storage, which should be around 10. We've got YouTube Premium, and that's at 25. And then Mr. P Hobby is 49. So our bills section is $879. and that leaves us with $1,630 remaining. And we will move down to our sinking funds and savings. Right now for sinking funds, I am going to have 165, and then for savings, we would do 610, and this is where we would cut. If we didn't have the extra income coming in, I would not have pulled that money. We would have just not done the savings challenges this week, and we would have just like postponed it, and then I would have like reevaluated how much we could put towards savings. I know that we have some big goals with the wedding coming up and that sort of thing, but we can cut like vacation and things like that. So anyway, 775 is this section, and that leaves us with 855. And I'm going to bring that over here to my cash envelopes. These are our everyday spending. So we've got groceries. Was going to get 150. No, pets is next. Pets, 20. Household is 20. Mr. P is 25. Mrs. P. Oh, I already messed up. I'm just going to squeeze that R in there. Mrs. P is 50. Miss P is 15. I was like, what? Okay, so 15 for her. Eating out, we do not plan to eat out at all. We did do date night this past weekend, but that was planned for, budgeted for. No eating out for us. Gas, 70, and hopefully nothing unbudgeted because we really can't afford anything to come in. All right, so that is a total of $350, leaving us with $505. Then we go to our debt. I've got my student loans that come out this month or this week, and that's $498. And then the remaining will go to the snowball, which is not very much. It was $7. Hopefully income will come in higher and rollover will come in a little higher, and then we can put a little bit more toward our snowball. So this totals $505, leaving us with that zero-based budget. Okay, and this, my daughter today, I took her to the orthodontist. She got her braces off. Her teeth are beautiful. She keeps looking at herself and saying it looks like she's got fake teeth. But they are beautiful. I was hoping to pay that bill off because we only owe like $150. But because you see we're in a very tight budget this week, I'm just going to go ahead and just make the rest of those payments and let it pay itself off. So anyway, that is that. So now I need to do my cash breakdown. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see this. All right, so let me get my draft ready so I can see what I'm doing. Because heavens knows I cannot do this without a cheat sheet. Okay, let me get comfortable here. All right, so groceries, we're going to do 150, pets 20, household 20, 25, 50, 15, and 70. All right, so for groceries, we are going to do 720s and 110. Pets, house will get a 20, Mr. P a 25. Mrs. P, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a 50. Miss P a 10 and a 5. And gas is going to get 3 20s and 110. All right, now for our more short-term sinking funds, beauty is going to get 20, medical 25. Nope, that's wrong. Medical's 20. Sports is 25. Pool supplies 5. Nothing for clothing or garbage this week. So 20, 20, 25, and 5. All right, subscriptions gets 5 this week. Nothing for propane. School supplies 5. Vet 10. Car tags 10. Car maintenance 20. Home maintenance 40. All right, so 5, 5, 10, 10, 20, and 2 20s. Okay, so far so good. All right, so randomizer gets 100. This is saving for just random things, holidays, medical, birthdays, things like that. So that's going to be 120, 4 10s, 7 5s, and 5 1s. Senior year gets 10, and that's going to be a 10. Vacation is going to get prop bills this week because it's silly to pull $50 out and then put $50 back in. So I'm going to do 50 here. So I have to still account for it in the budget because I'm still sending it to the high yield savings account. I'm just not pulling it out of the bank. Health savings is going to get 50, and that's going to be 2 20s and 2 5s. I was looking at this and I was like, wait, this doesn't look right. All right, summer savings, that is 40, 50. Okay, summer savings gets 100, and that's going to be 5 10s, 9 5s, and 5 1s. Christmas gets 50. That's going to be 110, 6 5s, and 10 1s. Wedding. Okay, so I had a subscriber that said you should use prop bills for the wedding and just go ahead and put that $100 every week into your high yield savings account so it can go ahead and start earning interest. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't really think about, I like having real money to do challenges with because there's something about touching real money and making you feel very, I don't know, successful or productive, or I don't know. It's very encouraging and motivating, but it is silly to pull money out and then go straight back and put it in. So I am going to use prop bills for this also, but I need to account for $100. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put like a revolving or reoccurring transfer, 50 to vacation and 100 to wedding. And the only thing that will change that is if our budget can't handle the vacation. We have to save for wedding. It's one of those things, it's coming, and if we don't save for it, we're going to be putting all of that on a credit card, and I do not want to do that. All right, so emergency fund. With that said, I am upping my emergency fund to $80 this week. And the reason being is that, guys, I've talked about my car and the issues that I've had with my car. It's been 10 degrees outside and so stinking cold. My heat is not working in my car right. It works, but it only, okay, tell me, I don't know if this makes any sense, but if I rev the engine, get the RPMs to go up above 3, it warms the car. But if I'm going at a steady speed where the RPM is lower, it blows out cold air. Now, tell me why that's happening. I don't know. Is it going to be expensive to fix? Because I have to have heat, especially a defrost. My defrost has gone out before, and that was expensive to fix. I'm thinking it was around $1,000 because they had to take the entire dash off. But my heat, I have to have heat. I could probably live without air. I don't want to, but heat is something I really need in my car. So I'm hoping that it's not that much, but I want to really get that emergency fund up. All right, so that's going to be 4 10s, 7 5s, and 5 1s. All right, Mini Monday, 50, and that's going to be 10 5s, and YouTube Hop, 20, and that is going to be 20 1s. Okay, so now for the tallies at the bottom. All right, so in cash, we are going to take out $975, but total budget is going to be $1,125. So that's what is going to be coming out of the bank account. All right, so we've got 150, 22 20s, 20 10s, 48 5s, and 45 1s. This is where I messed up last week. I had that extra $5. I had accidentally miscounted how many 5s I needed, so I had gotten an extra 5. So then when I started putting it in envelopes, the number didn't match. But I think I ended up putting that $5 in to one of the challenges, maybe emergency fund or wedding. I'm not sure. All right, so this is $45. This is $240. This is $200. This is $440. and this is $50. And I added that up. It added up to be $9.75. But you guys will see when I do my cash stuffing, something always goes awry. Okay, so now I am done with my budget. I'm going to get my meal plan out so I can plan our food. Okay, I'm back to do the meal plan. I am not going to get too fancy this week because, one, I don't feel good. And when I was trying to come up with the plan, nothing sounded good. Like everything made me feel sick to my stomach. So I just did the best I could. I tried to incorporate some things that my husband would like because I feel bad that I'm fixing all these healthier versions of food and he doesn't eat any of it. So this is going to be the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. Okay, so on Thursday, here we go, Sloppy Joe's and cheese fries. And I am not eating this. I am doing pretty good with my diet. I've lost a few pounds. They're coming off slowly. But Sloppy Joe's and cheese fries is the plan. So that will be my daughter and my husband. And whatever's left over, I'll just freeze. I don't need anything for this meal. You haven't seen my check-in, but I did go crazy at the grocery store. So I've got all of this stuff for this week. So it is bought and paid for. I'm going to probably air fry some fish and some sweet potatoes. So, all right. Friday is going to be French bread pizza. We haven't had that in a while. I will have this with my family, and then I'm going to have a salad with it. So for this meal, I need to get French bread and some salad mix. I have pepperonis, cheese. Probably need to get some sauce, pizza sauce. And I just use spaghetti sauce because I don't think there's a difference. All right, so that is all for that meal. On mine, I might do some veggies. I have some bell pepper left over and maybe some mushrooms or something that I can throw on there for a little healthier version and no pepperoni. All right, Saturday is definitely not a healthy meal, but it's going to be air fried. So I guess you could say it's healthy. Chicken wings. We've been craving chicken wings, and I have this honey blackened recipe that I'm going to fix, and it is so yummy. And then my husband has been wanting corn on the cob. Okay, sorry friends. FedEx showed up, so the dog went nuts. All right, so where was I? Okay, so Saturday we're having chicken wings, corn on the cob, and I'm going to have celery and carrots because that goes with chicken wings, and I'm going to need both of those things for a meal that I'm fixing on Sunday. So my husband's had 3 days in a row that he gets what he wants, so it is my turn. I'm going to fix, and this is the second time I'm going to fix this. It was so good that I've been just craving it. It's creamy spinach tortellini soup. I'm trying to see if I can spell tortellini, not tortellini or tortellino soup. It is so good. I think I shared the recipe before. Let me fix this. I fixed it. We had camped, and I fixed it down at the camper. And my brother and sister-in-law came over, and they had it, and she was like, that is the best soup I've ever had. It was so good. I made it with Italian sausage. And I have Italian sausage in the freezer, but I only have a half a pound. But I also have a half a pound of turkey, ground turkey, because a couple weeks ago I bought ground turkey for a recipe, and the package was a pound and a quarter or something like that. So I used half of it, and so I have half left. Could I mix turkey and Italian sausage together? I mean, I know you can mix ground beef with Italian sausage, so that is my plan. If not, I'll just use the little bit of Italian sausage that I have because I'm not buying anything extra for it. But for this meal, I do need to get the celery. I have carrots. I need to get more spinach. And I think that's all. I have heavy whipping cream. I have half and half. I have the tortellini because I bought a big thing of it at Sam's a while back and I froze it into portions. So I think I have everything I need for that. All right, so then Monday, I'm going to do chicken and broccoli Alfredo. And this will make a ton of soup. I always send a big couple like meals for my father-in-law. And then I will just eat that'll be my lunch for the week at school. So nobody eats leftovers at my house but me. All right, so chicken and broccoli Alfredo. And then I'm just going to make some poor man's bread because we have some hamburger buns in the freezer I need to get rid of. Slowly cleaning out that freezer. I have chicken, I have broccoli, I have Alfredo sauce, I have stuff to make Alfredo sauce, and I've got the bread. So I don't need anything for that meal. On Tuesday, I'm going to do tacos. I was craving tacos like in a hard shell, like real like Taco Bell tacos. And so last week I picked up taco shells. I have all the stuff to fix with it. So I'm going to make tacos on Tuesday. And I'm going to fix some black beans and rice with that. And I have everything I need for this meal. So I don't need anything. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to fix country fried steak. It is not a healthy meal at all. But my husband has been craving it, so he gets a meal that he likes here. Country fried steak, we'll do mashed potatoes and green peas. I'll need to get the cube steak. So that's the only meat that I need to get this week is cube steak, and it is on sale at our local grocery store. I need to get more potatoes because we've used all of my potatoes. And I have peas in the freezer. So that, my friends, is what we are eating for the week. I look forward to this day because that soup is absolutely so good. I'm almost positive I shared it with y'all before, but I'll try to remember to link the recipe in case you want to try it because it is so yummy. It's a crock pot recipe also, so it's easy. And it's really basically just dump and go. All right, so that is all that I have. Let me make sure, yes, I'm still recording. Glad CapCut is back so I can edit out where the dog went nuts and the FedEx. I keep calling it the FedEx man, but it's actually a woman. So the FedEx lady came and delivered some we had ordered some stuff from Sam's a while back, like at the beginning of January, and they got lost. So anyway, there's Nick hanging out in this yummy smelling candle. Woo, got a lot of smoke. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.